Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island. When is there an episode tomorrow? They say Thursday through Tuesday, right? Oh, maybe Unseen Bits. Love Island, Season 5, Episode 14. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Straight out the gate, we have Bergie and KK who have returned from their dates, and immediately KK lets Keenan know he basically has nothing to worry about.
Let him know that I was open to get to know him.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just to chat with him, talk to him.
Man, you should do that.
Still gonna be us though.
Oh, for shit show.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. I'm me.
Yeah, it don't matter. He not you. I was thinking about you the whole time.
You were?
Yeah. I was trying not to. She fine as fuck.
Oh, she like him?
She gonna like you.
Why you say that?
She your type.
Sweet pea, I'm finished. I feel like I've reached the point to where I cannot want for someone what they don't want for themselves. And I would have loved for this woman to leave the villa with some dignity, but chasing after Keenan is not the way. It is not the way. It is so sad. Like, my heart really goes out to her like, KK, no, man. And for clarity, because some people in the comments have said, like, why am I upset with Keenan? Like, he hasn't done anything wrong. It has been a violation in their own relationship, how he has been acting. So therefore, she deserves somebody who's able to treat her in a way that she deems respectable and she's more comfortable with. And unfortunately, he's not that. He doesn't reciprocate the same kind of loyalty, the same kind of fervor that she has for him. And so, especially in the game of Love Island, has Keenan actually done anything wrong? No. But do I want more for her? Yeah, because Keenan ain't it. Bergie is letting everybody know that his head is on a swivel.
Studying biology, she wants to be potentially a medical doctor. Yeah, and she works with the elderly. She was a professional dancer for like 6-7 years.
Gorgeous.
She's gonna come in here and walk in and she's gonna turn some heads, I think. Including Bergie, she's got my head like...
Come on, active listener. He damn near knew where all the birthmarks are. He knew where her gym membership was. He knows her social security. Like, wow, I love that for my girl. Now, I don't think she's into him, but still, I love that for my girl. You know, she got an active listener. It was great. It was great to see a Black woman just be adorned. You know what I mean? It was very nice to see. Bergie, you won't be good for the right one. Will the right one come on Love Island? I don't think so. But one day, you're going to be good for that girl. Leo is on his date still. And he says that Imani is the kind of woman that you fight for. It would have been so good if they tried something, but whatever, we move. And then Destiny makes it clear that she is open.
I don't think you're like a second option in anybody's head. But
Wrap it up.
wrap it up. Time to go.
It's been a series of just non-genuine people.
So would you say that you're open to explore new connections?
Oh, I'm open.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
What I've learned about Destiny is that she's going to give you the energy. And then once she's put the ball in your court, it is up to you whether or not you want to play ball, okay? For some people, they don't like how Destiny's moving. Other people totally love how Destiny's moving. I'm kind of in the middle, leaning more towards liking how she's moving because I'm similar in that way. Like, I'm just not a woman who chases after men. I'm not a woman who's going to try to prove my worth to you. Either you see it or you don't. Either you want to pursue me or you don't, right? However, there is an element of reciprocal energy, right? Yes, you've let the guy know in the beginning, yeah, I'm into you, I'm all for this, like, let's go. But eventually, when he is trying to put in the effort, you need to then reciprocate effort as well. And it seems like that's where she's kind of struggling a little bit with Jonah. But we're going to talk about that because I have words for Jonah too. However, in this conversation with Mike, she's definitely letting him know the door is open, okay? With Leo, I got the sense that Leo would have been interested if not for the story he's already had on the show. Because he's like, am I going to risk the chaos yet again just to potentially ruin a connection that honestly is good? Like, there's nothing bad between what he has with Cassie. So is it worth the risk? I don't think so. But I think if they had a little bit of a smoother ride, he would have entertained it. Keki's having a conversation with the girls, and she says that she's keen on Mike. Keenan is basically like, listen, if she finds better, she could go.
I'm not gonna say my head's turning, because I definitely recognize what me and Keenan have, but all I'm gonna say is Keenan should definitely be on his P's and Q's.
I'm not mad. If she really feels the guy is better, I will let her go respectfully. And it's not no hard feelings.
It's so interesting how they're both saying the same thing, yet their resolve is different, right? She's like, yeah, we're open and we're this and that and we're whatever, but at the end of the day, my person is gonna be Keenan. And he's like, yeah, we're open, we're this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, she could go if she wants to. Interesting. I am still waiting for these two to talk about expectations and where they see things going. I don't know what's going on with these two. I'd like for them to date it very quickly, either get together or be separated, because this back and forth, oh, I'm crying, oh, I want you, no, I don't want you, oh, I need a test, oh, I need a boat, and then the boat's gonna sink, and then Titanic and holes and dragons and monkeys. I can't do it anymore. The Bombshells have arrived from their dates with Leo and Destiny, and Leo takes Cassie aside and he's like, listen, the girl is beautiful, but it's you.
It's not gonna take just one date to like make it be like, yeah, I'm all good on Cassie, because end of the day, like, you are the person that I still want in here.
Yeah. All I want is for us to communicate. If you are interested in her, at least just tell me, you know.
And she's an amazing girl. Like, I'd love to like get to know her more, like just find out more about her. But end of the day, I know, like, I just want to keep my head on you.
Yeah.
This was another conversation that made me think like, okay, yeah. I think there would have been an interest there if his journey hasn't been what it has been. He just doesn't want to cause waves at this point. Now, would there have actually been potential between Leo and Imani? I don't think so. Not in the long run, at least. But I think that they would have entertained it if given the opportunity. Destiny, on the other hand, is keeping her cards to her chest. And as of right now, I was like, yes, Destiny, you better keep them guessing. But it's not going to work in her favor in the long run.
So how was Mike?
Oh, he's a nice guy. He's cool. You know, he's a cool person.
No, I'm just asking how the day went.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was good. You know.
Tell me about it.
Okay, what specific questions? Ask you some, because it was good. You know me, I'm chill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm chilling.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good.
She doesn't want to reveal all the details of her date. That's cool. She had a good time.
I feel like for Destiny, you gotta work for her. Especially because, like, take in consideration her full journey. Like, I want people to remember that. I'm not trying to convince you to be on Destiny's side, but she came in, straight away felt like there was a connection with Marco and dove headfirst, right? People are saying, oh, she's too reserved. Oh, she's too rigid. She's too whatever. Literally, her first day, she dove in headfirst. She got pie in her face. Cool. How about I play it a little bit more tempered? Got pie in her face. At this point, she's like, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to step into the ring until I'm given the green light. So I understand where she's coming from. I do feel like she could have given Jonah a little bit more information. Like, he's asking how the date went. Wait, what do you mean? Ask me a specific girl. That's where she frustrated me a little bit. But I was just like, yeah, considering what she's already been through, I understand why she's being reserved. Like, you don't want to be burnt 3 times. She's the most recoupled girl. Like, I don't like, you're not going to play me 3 times. Like, I'm not an idiot, right? But then also for your own sake, Destiny, if you like somebody, you got to let them in. You got to let them in at least a little bit. It doesn't even have to be physical, but emotionally, let them know where your head's at. Let them know, yeah, I find this guy interesting for these reasons, but you're still a priority on my list. And I like where things are going. It's not that hard to say. So the next morning, Jonah makes a beeline for Imani. He loves him a chocolate girl, don't he? Yeah. He didn't speak to Cassie. He didn't speak to Carmen. He didn't speak to, who else was there?
Tell me more about you. What are you about?
Shit, where do we start? Okay, so I like to live in the moment. I feel like physical is just an attachment. Like, my soul is the reason. Like, get to know me.
Imani really has depth to her, and you can see that. There's layers in her that don't have walls up.
What I noted in this conversation was Imani, I always want to call it Imani. Imani was essentially saying the same things that Destiny was saying. However, Imani's the new shiny thing, right? She also is a little bit more forthright with her flirtiness. She was saying, don't reduce me to the physical. We need to have an emotional and intellectual connection. Otherwise, you can't sit with me. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, I love that she has all these layers and she doesn't have a guard up. I feel like that was a shot at Destiny, basically saying like, you're being too rigid. And here's a girl who has great potential and is also letting me in. But I'm thinking it's going to be the same situation with Imani. Like, yeah, she's a flirt right now because she has to make her mark. However, she's also looking for that deep connection and not just the physical. So don't think you're going to be like Harrison and Emily doing the do in the bed, or like KK and Keenan doing the do in the bed. You still got to work on that emotional and mental stimulation, whether it's with Destiny or Imani. Mike is trying to see where KK's head is at. Everybody knows where her head's at. Her head is with Keenan.
I got an open mind about everything.
Everything?
Yeah, everything. Nobody else has, like, been attractive enough for me to, like, be like, oh, let me talk to somebody else.
To
You know
turn
what I
your
mean?
head, yeah. What do you bring to the table?
Well,
What exactly do you
not
bring
only
to
am
the
I
table?
pretty and I'm thick, but no, I'm just kidding.
You could definitely be a model.
Cardinal sin number 2. Numero dos. This man said, what do you bring to the table? Oh! This is a personal thing. I'm not saying anything about y'all. But me personally, if I'm sitting across from a man and he asks me, what do I bring to the table? Not me. I'm leaving this table. I'll tell you that for free. Because here's the thing. This is what annoys me about this question. Get to know me, and the table and all its things will appear. The table and all its things will appear. This whole, what do you bring to the table? Why? Why am I proving my worth to you? Like, maybe there's a different way to phrase it, because the phrase itself really just triggers me. It doesn't trigger me enough to like make a scene about it, but I'm just like, let's just focus on like getting to know each other and whatever. And then you can decide like, wow, I love these characteristics about her. This is the type of woman that I want to be with. Let's proceed, instead of list me all the reasons why I should give you my attention. How about you don't? You don't have to give me your attention. Anyways, that's a personal thing. Let's move on. What happened with them? She says that they're vibing very well. I don't see it though. I don't see it. It is a flowing conversation, but I'm not really seeing any flirting. I'm not really seeing any, ooh, I'm taking note of that. Ooh, I like that. It's just a regular ass conversation, but apparently she liked it. Imani is trying to get to know Keenan. And Keenan is up in the soul ties area. Now, I was thinking soul ties was what Keenan and KK now have after doing the do, right? No. Soul ties is an area in the villa. And I'm making a point to explain that to you because it is going to be important in a few minutes.
I thought we was gonna have a conversation earlier than this.
Yeah, I mean, I was, saving it, said best for last.
Oh, I heard that before. Heard that shit before. If you've been paying attention, you should know that because of the respect of my situation, my couple, even if I do have interest, that person has to show that mutual interest. Then I will match energy after that.
The thing is, you can trust and have your bond and be romantic.
Take the shades off. We're getting serious.
Yeah. What could the harm do in talking to somebody else unless you don't really trust?
If I go up there, I'm gonna be a bitch, right? I'd be the bad guy, huh?
Yeah. I wouldn't go for that. Do what you've been doing.
This man just confirmed what we've been saying. Keenan is the type of man who is going to wait until he's given the green light to then pounce on a potential connection. Now, in the real world, that's not an issue. You should wait for a green light, literally, right? However, you are currently partnered with somebody. And so it looks as if, for the meantime, you're settling with KK until you see better, and then you want to jump to greener pastures. And to me, that's an issue, right? He's not going to pursue a woman who doesn't pursue him first or doesn't give him the green light to pursue them. And I'm just like, you seem like a guy who's easily excitable. Like, he doesn't really have discernment, you know? Later on in the episode, he talks about Imani being the only one who really caught his eye, and she's the first girl to make him turn his head. No, there was Cassie. and there was Emily. And what all three women have in common is the fact that they said, ooh, I kind of like you. He said, oh, I like you too, girl. I like you too. Really, Keenan? Keenan really does not discriminate. If you got a cooch, he's with it. Like, KK girl. No. So speaking of KK, she's now upset. She is seeing them speak in soul ties, which is the area in the villa. And her issue is, how dare you speak in soul ties? The reputation that soul ties has is that it's an intimate space. So she's upset that he's having intimate time with Imani.
Soul ties is crazy.
You not gonna give me a hug?
No.
But
Soul ties is crazy.
not give me a hug is insane.
Not crazier than soul ties.
I was already laying up there with Destiny, talking with Destiny. She walked up here.
I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have had a conversation in private with another guy in soul ties.
Would I have been happy about it? No, but I wouldn't be sitting here tripping. How is that being disrespectful? You're not listening.
I'm listening. You told me that already. I get it. I don't want to fight.
We're already fighting, bro.
It's 3 cries and you're out. Okay? We're going to add baseball rules to this. 3 cries and you are out. This is the 3rd time you are now being mopey over this man. Done. Deaded. I'm not saying she's got to go, but she's definitely got to get the hell out of here with this Keenan situation. Like, it's too, he's not even your man and you're this down bad. This down bad. She ends up crying to the other people in the villa, basically like, I don't deserve this. I don't want, and you're right. You don't. So you need to pick yourself up and put yourself in a better position where you're not dealing with that anymore. Now, is Mike the best option for that? Probably not, but it's better than what Keenan's giving you at the moment. And then Keenan had the audacity to say he owes himself to explore this conversation. He needs to do it as if it's his calling or something. Like, I can't want for this woman what she doesn't want for herself. KK, please. See the signs, they're everywhere.
See the signs, they're everywhere.
Like, those of you who know Sesame Street, you know where that's from. Like, it's too much. Soul Ties must really be a scandalous location because here is Destiny and Mike in Soul Ties, and they feel like this is like a forbidden conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the secret weapon spot.
Okay. I feel like you're gonna get me in trouble with these eyes.
I could get you in trouble. It's good trouble.
I really do. Like, I love your energy. You honestly seem very intelligent, which I appreciate. I find that very attractive.
Now, Destiny. As a biologist, I feel like you should know that when something has a deficit of energy and something else has an excess of energy, the deficit is going to want to take from the energy in order to also have energy. So when this man says, I like your energy, all I hear is, I'm about to siphon you out of all you got. Am I being extra? Yes. But that's how I feel. I personally don't like, you guys are hearing all of my dating qualms right now. I don't like when a guy's like, I like your energy, because literally what they end up doing is siphoning you of all you got. Our resident Oscar-nominated, be serious. Our resident Oscar-nominated actress, Miss Imani, is having a conversation with Bergie, and she's like, yeah, the romance ain't there, but I'm gonna fake it.
So what do you feel like you need in a relationship?
I would just say someone that's gonna make me better. I appreciate the date we went on last night. I was like waiting for someone to come in and just brighten up my world a little bit.
It's not that I'm friend zoning him. I just don't think he's as experienced as I am.
Another one, thank you. Like, how many times does Bergie need to be friend zoned for y'all to finally just release this man? Release him from the shackles of Love Island. Release him. Let him go home. It's okay. I promise. He will be just fine. Just fine. What I love about Imani, though, when she's talking to Bergie, it doesn't sound like, like, it genuinely seems like she's giving him energy. And if we were none the wiser, you would think that she could work it out because they do have a lot in common. They do have conversations that flow. If there was romance there, I would be rooting for it, but we know that it's not there. She knows that it's not there. So obviously it's a done deal for them, right? But yeah, guys, how many more times does Bergie need to be friend zoned for us to get on with it? Let's get on with it. Release this man. He's got to go. He's got to go. In the evening, now that Bergie doesn't have any love connections, he becomes the therapist. And he's talking to Keenan about what he's going through with KK.
At some point, you have to sacrifice like your other experiences in here. You're gonna have to like take that leap of faith and just go with KK.
I'm here to find the best connection, and right now it's been with KK, but I haven't had anybody that's really caught my eye yet, like this girl kind of has. So
this is when Keenan hits us with this is the first girl that's ever turned my head. This is the first real connection, the first real test. Like, it's not. It's definitely the third. Could have been more if more women expressed interest. Like, please, let's be for real, okay? Imani says that, not Imani, child. KK says that I'm heavy breathing because I just came from I just came from the other room, okay? She says that she's done with the groveling, but that's not true. That's not true. And the funniest thing about it, not funny haha, but like funny sad, is that Keenan knows that. I feel like Keenan is moving the way that he's moving because he knows that he's in the driver's seat. And so here, when he's talking to Bergie, making it seem like it is his obligation to give Imani the time of day, is because he knows if for whatever reason that doesn't pan out, he can take his ass right back to KK and she'll be there waiting. So sad. Carmen then tries to be the voice of reason for KK, and I cannot lie to you, she was dropping some gems.
He needs to win you back. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm sorry I did this to you. I guess I won't talk to Imani and I'll come back to you. Like, no.
Just seems like Keenan consistently has KK on a burner. He has every right to get to know everyone in here, but he seems to genuinely be interested in everyone.
He's had opportunities. This time was yours, and he somehow made it about him.
I honestly feel like it's Keenan's time to miss me. So maybe he can think about how he's made me feel.
The saddest part about it all is that KK is only now going to pursue Mike in an attempt to get Keenan back. She doesn't actually think like, wow, let me give him a proper try, see if there's a connection there, keep myself genuinely open to seeing if we can make this into something. No. She's saying he's got to feel what I've been feeling. And once he realizes he could potentially lose me, he's going to grovel his ass back to me. No, KK, no. No, we can't reduce ourselves to this. Like, this is so embarrassing at this point. Like, I got love for you, girl, but not like this. Don't get a man like this. Near the end of the episodes, we have the bio baddies going at it for Mr. Jonah, okay? Like, I loved it and I didn't at the same time. I don't like seeing my girls go after each other, but I also love the fact that they were both marking their territory. I was like, yes, but like, no, but like, yes.
Can I pull you, Jonah?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, wait. Give me a moment. I was talking to him.
My goodness.
No, I need to finish what I was saying.
Okay, finish what you're saying. I'll be right there.
Yeah, he'll be right there. You just gonna sit there? Take your time.
I'm not tiptoeing around her. So definitely don't give a fuck. I could be a bitch back, but I don't want wrinkles and I don't got time. And I don't got enough money for that, okay?
Okay, so this was great to me for so many reasons. One, I love that Imani is saying, I am here and you will feel my presence. Like, yes, girl. Make your presence known. Make a statement. Tell these people you're not afraid to go for what you want. I love it. And then I also love for Destiny that she was like, oh, you thought that was cute. But this is my man right now. And we're talking right now. So I'm going to tell you when he's ready to come talk to you. And also, I feel like Destiny did need the wake-up call. Destiny's here saying that she's open. And honestly, Jonah's the one who brought the open conversation to her first in the previous episode. However, she's realizing, wait, he's got options. So if I really want this man, I'm going to have to step it up a little bit. I liked that. Thirdly, I liked that Jonah actually sat down, unlike Keenan, when his girl was like, no, sit, we're not done. We're not done. And no, they weren't talking about anything of substance after that, but it was the principle that he listened to her, sat down, waited for the conversation to be over, and then went to Imani. Now, Imani, I hope she doesn't want to start a feud because she's like, well, I'm going to go for a while. And I'm not intimidated by her. I'm not worried about, it doesn't have to be like that, guys. It doesn't have to be like, not over Jonah. Not over any man. but definitely not over Jonah. Like, come on, please. Let's not turn this into a feud. The episode ends in a kissing game. What we learned from that is that Jonah took his opportunity to kiss Imani because she hasn't done any of the dishes yet. Kenzo thinks that Cassie is the most annoying. I hear you. Bergie thinks that Imani has the best body. And honestly, guys, his kissing has gotten better. Keenan thinks that Emily has the highest body count. Hannah thinks that Mike has the nicest lips. Okay, Hannah, curveball. Imani thinks that Jonah is the best kisser. Cassie thinks KK is the sexiest. And Cassie thinks that Keenan doesn't listen, which actually struck a nerve with Keenan.
Huh? I don't listen?
I didn't say it.
I'm about to say, don't start. Don't do that.
Now, I just want to know who you're talking to like that, Who you talking to like that? I know it's not KK. I know it's not KK. Watch yourself, okay? An instant karma, because Mike kissed KK quite passionately. Shortly after that, I bet you it didn't feel nice, did it? There was a public vote. I think it was for who is your favorite. Y'all let me know in the comments down below who you voted for. What do you guys think is going to happen with this love hexagon at this point? There's so much going on and I'm here for it. As always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.